But Tefl still mining a lot, but he lost his bank, and now because he doesn't have the bank, he's in a very big tech disadvantage. Senin with Hive on the way is going to be able to get 3-3, and this is very, very scary for Senin, for Tefl. And if Senin lands a few good fungals, this could be it.
Yeah, Tefl is moving forward to defend his 4th base, and he's doing quite well into this, but he needs to get the Hydralis as well, otherwise he's gaining, he's getting a lot of damage from these Hydralis, but at the same time Senin is still, still trading quite well, needs to reproduce though, and now both actually kind of need struggling to really resupply their lost units.
Yeah, but Sen is going to get more. He's having +3 on the way as well, a very important upgrade. Now, +3 armor is not that important. It's not actually a vital upgrade.
Oh, the Infestors!
He does get the fumble.
Oh no, Tefl.
Tefl was writing. Why? Oh, Tefl.
No.
Oh, why? So he loses just a roach. He's actually okay. He's okay. That could have been much worse. Had we seen a second fungal, that would have been not the game, but just about. Like, he would have lost a big chunk of roaches, and he could not remake them. That would lead for Senin to just go push and maybe even kill a base, which would have been horrible for Tefl, and maybe even game ending. But now we see a 5th base on the way for Senin. Tefl has mined out, so has Senin in the main bases. Natural almost mined out for both the players as well. So basically they're going down to 2 bases mining, and Senin trying to get up to 3 bases mining again. Senin though, Viper's on the way, going to have Blinding Cloud, 3-3 on the way, so he's going to have a huge upgrade lead. And yeah, Tefl just staying on his Roach Bane, and it's looking very grim for him.
Senin tried to do a little bit of counterattack, maybe trading to get up his own Infestors, and now even Vipers, so then it really depends on the unit control pretty much, but still like the kind of choice to do so, because it really depending on the position, Senin might just get a great engagement.
Yeah, perhaps right now Senin does have a few roaches who get caught off guard, but Senin very ready with those fungals, very dangerous, and with a Spire on the way, he might be getting ready for that Broodlord switch, which is very, very scary. But Senin is going to try to scrap Tefl or go for the base race. Oh my god. Senin is going for the base race. Is he really doing this, gentle? Tefl realizing this right now, and Tefl has to choose. What does he do? Well, he's going to push as quickly as possible. Right now, spines are being made in the main. This is exactly what you do in a CVZ base race. You make as many spines as possible in your main base just to buy time. But Tefl knows this. He's not going to camp on 3rd base. He's going to go right into the main base. He needs to kill every production structure possible. He needs to kill all the spines before they finish.
Oh, the Evo Chambers will go down as well. This is really, really bad for Senin. But he's... Sorry?
Senin should have waited for the 3-3.
Yeah, right. That's right. So now he has Vipers, he has Infestors, but can he really achieve that base trade to his advantage? It's gonna be a really, really close fight here.
Yeah, right, and it's horrible for... Actually, to be honest, you know, Tefl is still behind, but Senin was so far ahead. I felt this is a very weird kind of choice. He's making a lot of Hydras, but remember, they are surrounded by roaches at this point. So the Hydras should die instantaneously.
Yeah.
Worth nothing. So let's see if he can catch the Hydras. Yes, he does.
Couple of Mutas even on the way.
Yeah, and the Mutas are going to be amazing, because there's no anti-am. That's actually what it is.
Wow, yeah.
So 9 Mutas or so are going to be made, and they together will actually be able to kill a lot of roaches.
Senin got this, I think.
Oh, wait, the eggs are being killed. The eggs are killed.
Oh. Is there... But there is 3 Mutas. This could be enough.
Yeah, they'll be okay, and we see 1 extractor down here for Senin. How many workers do they have right now? Senin has 1, Tefl has 0. Where's that worker? There we go. Senin has 1 in his own base. Tefl is right next to the worker. The worker could build something.
Oh my god.
Tefl doesn't have any workers. Tefl doesn't have any structures. He's going to lose. This is the last building. That is GG.
Oh, GG indeed. Wow.
So close.
It was so close indeed. What a fight, man.
Yeah, dude, that was I think that was great of a choice by Tefl, but I think Senin almost could have lost that game. That was really intense.
Wow. So that was definitely very entertaining, and Zenin, I mean,
A
yeah,
good start for the first game, I feel.
going for the base trade, it felt so weird, but in the end it really worked out, and with that Mutalisk, man,
Yeah,
I
think,
need
yeah,
to remember that.
I remember like rather I felt that when he killed the eggs, that was so um that was like so bad for him because remember like, 9 mutas, like when you start getting more than like 9, 10 mutas, you start doing a lot of damage to roaches. Like you can actually start picking off roaches. If you have like 3 mutas, it will take them like minutes to kill stuff.
hmm
So right now, getting some info from Anya. And let's see here. Yes, we'll go into our second game. I actually thought Tefl would be the one favored here, but to be honest, Senin played that very well, and I feel, as I said, I'm not too big of a fan of that Baneling play.
Yeah, the Baning play sacrificed so much gas, and I mean, Tefl didn't go for any infestors, did he? He rather went for that pure roach and Baning play. Like this is really hard to transition out from. And
Yeah,
maybe Senin was aware of this, and that's why he went for the base trade anyways. But yeah,
like the thing
it was
is,
risky.
yeah, it is very risky because the thing is, Senin. I think this was Senin's thought, right? Senin knew that he's ahead. He has the better army. He thought his +3 attack would finish at least, right? So he thought, okay, I'm gonna have +3 attack versus you. I'm gonna have better of an army, and he knew that Tefl was gonna kill his fourth. So Senna had to choose: do I defend my third, let you run away, and maybe get back into the game, or do I go try to trap you and let you maybe just run into my main? So he said, okay, damn it, I'm just gonna go base raid you. The problem with that though is if Tefl had a few more workers running away, there would only have been 2 buildings for Senin, and those two were very close to each other. Tefl could easily kill them, or Tefl could just have built a hatchery and started mining and then kill them. So that was very close, you know, one drone displays or something, and Senin could have lost that.
Yeah, right. So, well, let's go right into our next game. This is going to be on Overgrowth, and on the top right side we have Tefl from Team Dignitas.
And he is going to face his opponent in bottom left-hand side, playing for Skillforge. It is going to be the Red Zerg player, Senin.
Oh shit. Sorry guys. Have to yeah, I misclicking to the ASO trophy commercial. But intro, I think. So we're good to go here in that ZVZ.
Are you using this tournament to market another
No.
tournament? That is just
Never.
unprofessional, gentle.
I would never do this.
You would never. So by the way, Tefl, 14 pool.
Uh-oh. But both?
It
No.
is a 14 pool because it's earlier than Senin's, but he just went for 14 pool. I don't know why.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, you can see the timing, right?
Oh.
Like it's just a like handful of seconds earlier. But yeah, I think he just made it like, okay, maybe just got his drone a bit late. That might be why, to be honest. You know, he just messed up making a drone, so he made the drone a few seconds late instead. Would make sense. But yeah, I was kind of freaking out there for a second because 14 pool is like, you don't do that. Like, you go for 15 pool into 14 gas, or you go for 14 gas into 14 pool. You don't do like 15 pool into 14 gas. Sorry, 14 pool into 14 gas. That's just weird. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be standard. Anyhow, let's see how much they mine. We see three in each. We see three in gas for Tefl. It's not PP, so it's not each gas, but it's at least one gas. And Senin, same here. So we don't see anything super timed out or so. Something I want to see though from the players is like, if you watch a lot of Korean play like Su, for instance, you'll see a very kind of strong roach play where you get just 100 gas for the speed, then you stop mining whatsoever, and you get a really early third base with that speed.
Yeah, right. So I feel like both playing on Overgrowth, like they seem to get the positioning to say like, okay, I don't have to be too aggressive in the early stage, and there won't be that big of a potential of early attack. So interesting, but still interesting to see both going for that kind of link style and only getting a couple of gas, maybe to go for the Bany Nest.
Yeah, I mean, Senin was mining with 3 in the gas geyser, so he might just want to go into a quick land, some muta play. He could. Very common nowadays to kind of have a muta into something else transition. We do see only 1 in gas now, 2 in gas for Tefl, so he keeps on adding slightly more in gas. It looks like he wants to play more of a roach play in this case, and even having full gas. Interesting. But we'll see. There we go. Now he actually gets the Bay Nest. So Tefl could go for roach play, kind of, you know, later in gas here, and Senin absolutely could go for some kind of muta into roach, from muta into swarm host. There are a lot of different things he can do. So we'll see how this unfolds. Tefl getting up to 3 gases. Interesting.
Alright. So both actually going for 3 gases in... No, actually 4 gas for Senin, sorry. So he will probably go for either muta style or heavy upgrades and, well, roach style maybe.
I think he actually has to go into muta, to be honest, because with the roaches you get 2 gases first, then you get your upgrades, then you get 2 more gases, so I'll be extremely surprised if it's anything in but mutas, to be honest. But the Tefl,
Right.
I mean, Tefl gets the 4th as well, by roach warren, so with Tefl getting a later 4th gas, he can decide to go for like some roaches into mutas into roaches again. Nice here by Senin, by the way. Cancels the third base and kills the drone.
Nice.
But Tefl, I'm not so sure. He gets all the gases. He can actually get the delayed upgrades here.
Like Tefl loves to go for these heavy roach upgrades, like also going for going for the burrow upgrade. But probably he will try to bust his opponent with the banings like in the game before.
It does look like that. He's getting more links. Droning behind though. So and
Oh.
I think Sunny's getting banings. So Sunny is okay. He's going to be
Infestation
fine.
pit, in fact.
Oh wow. Okay. Tefl is going. He's going straight into swarm hosts. Interesting. That
Is
odd.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah, no roach upgrades. You're right.
Well, he's getting +1, but no speed or something. So yeah, it's just like roaches to survive. He puts on some fake pressure. This is just fake pressure. This is like, okay, I want to do some damage to you, hopefully. Otherwise, I'm just gonna, you know, fake that I'm doing anything to you. And yeah, I mean, Tefl now, pretty happy with this. He's just gonna trade all the banings for all the banings, so there cannot be any pressure on Senin. Senin with a muta, or rather Spire, on the way. And Tefl is going to go. Whoa!
Yeah, he needs the infestors.
Infestors, yeah, but wow, this is a weird start. This is not like this is not meta. This is like just this is Tefl build. This is like Tefl doing stuff. I don't know. This is like watching Starbuck. It's like he's doing something looks like something odd, but he's actually doing something even more odd. Now Senin would kill many workers, but wow, Tefl, I'm still shocked.
Alright, yeah, so banings will scare these circlings away, and the third base needs to be established now from Tefl, as Senin already with the third base will have a good time. And now with the mutas, yes, he complete map control. Even though there are infestors, of course, maybe he goes for the huge fungal, but third base. He could have actually sniped it, I think, if he
Well,
would
no,
have
it's very hard
focused on
because
it.
of Banings.
Yeah.
It is a risk. I think he's happy with the drone. Oh, watch out for the Banings. Standing here with the control. But, I mean, Sun and Mutas
Oh,
are
he...
cleaning out the map.
Okay, but he sees the infestors. I don't think he really wants to attack into this. Oh, will he? Oh, he wants to snipe the infestors right away.
Yeah, this is okay actually, because there are no spore cores yet. This is pretty good. Those infestors will go down. They might catch the mutas, so he's going to kill a few mutas.
Oh.
No, he won't.
Wow.
The mutas survive. This is a great snipe for Senin. This is huge for Senin. But Senin, to be honest, gets +1 attack. This is odd. Well, not odd, but like, he gets his roach upgrades, but you usually don't get +1 for mutas. You just get this amount of mutas as Senin does. You clean up everything on the map. You just clean up every overlord. You just harass as much as you can, and then you stop. You stop making mutas. You go straight into roaches, mass roaches. But as it's doing right now,
Oh, the
nice
infestors.
splits.
Okay, need to be so careful. Oh, the fungal would be huge, but
Very nice splitting here for Sunin. He's trying to bait the fungals.
yeah, losing one meter for an overlord, not the best trade. But yeah, in fact, Senin did do quite well in this, and yeah, as you mentioned, the +1 attack upgrade kind of odd. Normally see this maybe against other enemy mutas, but just here, just focus, forcing Tefl to really get a couple of more infestors. But this is a position Tefl fought in very well a couple of times, so he knows how to handle this. And he will play this very defensively, getting her Hydralist in, and really just concentrating on the tech, because he cannot take a 4th base, he cannot really move out at all.
Okay, so Senin gets the +1. Thing about this though, to be honest, I thought first this was like a fake because you get +1. Tefl sees this and thinks, okay, you're complete muta. Because he hasn't seen a single roach yet, so he doesn't know about the roaches. So I thought it would be like, okay, Senin shows +1 on mutas and he knows, oh crap, you're going pure muta? I need a ton of hydras. But if you get a ton of hydras, suddenly you realize, oh wait, you know, you have so many roaches with great upgrades, you're actually just gonna roll me. You can't go pure muta versus, pure hydra versus just, you know, roaches. So, I don't know, really what Tefl's mind is right now, because we see +2 on the way for Senin, so it looks like Senin really wants to bank on these mutas. And he might be thinking that Tefl, if he, you know, loses all his hydras, a big muta max out might be a good response. But I mean, Senin, he's going to hydra list then as well, so he thinks that it looks like he's getting a bit of everything, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, right, and I mean, I like Senin's position right now. Also, looking at the vision, he knows exactly, okay, my opponent is on 3 bases. He needs to go for that one big attack. He's trying to, Tefl is trying to go for a little bit of a counter, but it is well defended. Also, the Spinecrawler in a really, really good spot. And now he sees the move out. And this is where the Zerglings are striking. This is where Senin is again going for a little bit of a base trade scenario yet again.
And this is why those mutas are so good, because now they can start harassing, picking things off, bait those fungals. There are a few hydras though, so he needs to get rid of those hydras. Tefl has the perfect composition against this. He has just a handful of hydras, about 10. So he's not overcompensating with hydras, and he can kill those mutas very nicely. Both third base of Tefl has gone down, but Tefl is holding strong in his main natural. And Senin is losing his third base very rapidly here, but I think right now Senin still has an advantage because he is already on the natural of Tefl, and Tefl hasn't yet begun attacking that.
Yeah, the base trade might actually work out here again for Senin, as we have a lot of spine crawlers being added here, and also the actually going for the infestors very nicely done, and also the mutas helping out here to kill one infestor by another. This will help so much in a direct engagement. And also the reinforcements for Tefl won't go through, and therefore Senin in a very, very good spot, as Tefl will be losing a couple of units one by one, while he is trying to kill off his opponent right there.
Yeah, the thing here though is Senin has, I think he has workers out on the map. He should have by now. Yes, he does. Then he has workers out on the map. He still has one hatchery producing a few workers for him and more meters. More meters on the way. So I think this might have been Snell's plan all along. Having a weird kind of base trade with those meters. Where are the workers of Tefl? Well, there is no single worker for Tefl. So where are the buildings? Well, we have one building left. Yeah, Tefl's going to lose this one. He has no more buildings. There's only the extractor left. After that is gone, he's going to lose the game, and that is going to be GG. So
wow, GG.
Weird base trading is going to take this.
Yeah, that was definitely weird yet again, but I enjoyed it. Like Sinin going for these kind of trades, and no, it's okay. My opponent has really strong army right now, and especially with these scary infestors, really just decides to go for this very attack and this very decision to secure him another victory and also spot into the finals where he will face either Nurture or Mishu from Team Vega. They're still playing.
Okay, cool.
Oh no, we actually get an invite, but it's probably Nurture versus Mishu. TBZ going on, very nice. Oh, 1-1, nice.
I haven't seen Mizu in a long time. Interesting.
Very
I
cool.
recognize his name, but I haven't seen him in quite some time.
Yeah, same.
Terran, so ZVT. Not Nurture's happiest matchup. Nurture doesn't play completely standard either, so that's kind of okay. But we'll see, because right now we have spawned onto the map. Let's see here we have in the bottom left-hand corner playing for Team Azer. Is going to be one of the strongest players in the team. A bit controversial, but very good. Nonetheless, is going to be the Red Soap playing Nurture.
And spawning to the top right side from Team Vega Scradron is going to be Mishu.
I just felt, during last game, my energy just dropped completely. Did you feel that as well? I don't know why, but like it was super exciting. But I just felt my entire energy. I think it's because, like, now that I live by myself, I've started buying my own food, and the cheapest way to get full is eating noodles and vegetarian food.
Oh.
And I think I just miss my meat, man. I don't have any energy, man. I'm trying my best, but I just feel like my body, as soon as I stop thinking, I just start leaning back in the chair more and more, and I just start lying down a bit. And it's like the worst thing that can happen when you cast. You just start getting
too chilled. You never want to get too chilled. Actually, it's really good if you just stand like DreamHack, right?
Oh yeah. Standing is awesome. Actually, at DreamHack, they didn't sit when they were casting at all.
Yeah.
DreamHack Moscow. I think
That's actually really good, because especially when you doing radio and so on, you actually are much better if you just stand there and speak.
It was so awesome though. You could see who was it? I think it was Apollo and Moonglade who had boxes to stand on. It was so funny.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, they stood on boxes, man. It was so fun. They actually said it on stream. I'm not feeling like I'm spoiling anything, so they actually pointed it out. But it was so funny. It was like when I walked by, are they actually standing on these boxes? Like, yeah, dude. So they look tall. I'm like, oh god.
That's like Tom Cruise standing next to Nicole Kidman with these kind of boots that go higher.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of awkward for a man.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's so fun being tall. Like, I have a friend. She's pretty tall for being a girl, but the thing is, she always have these really high heels, and she doesn't even reach up to me. Like, she's still much shorter than me. And it's pretty funny because everyone is so mad about me being tall. It's something in Sweden. I don't know why, but people think it's like a really good thing being tall, and I never got the point of it. Because sure, it's good sometimes. Like if I'm, oh god, Nurture, but like the thing is, like in a food as a store or something, right? You can reach things, or like when you're fixing things at home, you can reach, and you can, when you walk in town or something, you feel tall, and when you're watching a concert or something, it's amazing. Or when you're in a line or something, or like a crowd or something.
Yeah,
but
true.
Like, there's so many backsides. Like, at our summer place, I can't even stand tall. It's like 180 centimeters something, or 185 centimeters tall, high roof, and I'm 196. Like, dude, I've hit my head, seriously, like maybe 4 dozen times.
Oh,
Like every week on that. Like, you know, I was at a boat, and I hit my head like 20 times a day, in like the mast and everything.
I feel you, bro.
So bad.
I feel you, bro.
It's so
I
awful.
mean, I've been like the tallest like since 5th class in
How
my
tall are you?
school. Huh?
How tall are you?
Yeah, I mean, like I was like over 180 when I was in 5th class,
Oh wow. That's
or
pretty
about
tall.
180, and everyone, or especially the small girls in my class, were like complaining, like, "Can you put your head
Oh
you
yeah.
down?" Oh my
Oh,
fucking
I
god, that
remember
was
when
so
we were
annoying.
like watching movies in class and stuff, and everyone's like, "You can't sit up." I was like leaning back, and they were like, "You're still in the way," and I had to like lie down on my
Yeah,
stomach for people to see over me. Oh, it was horrible.
my poor back, man.
Actually, something as well I noticed. Have you heard of Bråvalla in
Pro,
Sweden? Bråvalla, like,
Provella.
yeah, it's like a huge festival, like 55,000 people last year. Now we had like around 55 or 60 or something thousand, and we had like
Is it what it was announced or in the commercial of DreamHack? No.
no.
Okay.
It's like
I don't know.
super big. Anyhow,
Mm-hmm.
like I stood for I think a good 2.5 hours to see my favorite band. I was in the front, and like these two girls just went in, pushed me aside, and I was like, "What the hell?" And they turned around and said, "Well, you're tall. You'll still see. We can't see over you, so you have to move." I'm like, "Holy shit!" I just stood there for like 2.5 hours in vain. I still saw everything, but I was pretty damn mad about it. But I couldn't do anything because, you know, they were kind of tiny girls. I couldn't do anything about it because, you know,
You
it
could
would look like
smash
I was
them.
beating them. Huh?
Yeah, you could smash them.
I could probably just trample them. But
Or you, I'm
yeah,
just gonna move away if you give me your phone number.
oh yeah, sure. No, but the thing is, like, you can't really do anything because if you push them away, dude, you're gonna get thrown out because, like,
Yeah.
I'm a big dude and, you know, I can't do anything. That sucked, man. But I still saw I was still happy, so I'm still jolly fellow. But seriously, there are
Super
very
annoying.
big downsides to being tall. Very big ones. But double Evo, sorry, double eBay rather, and roaches.
Alright, Nurture doesn't even care about the one Hellion just scouting his own whole base, but he will see the Bane as well. Did he?
A big roach bailing all in from
No.
Nurture.
Oh, he didn't see the Banings though.
Didn't you see the bailing list?
Yeah, he didn't see it.
Oh,
But he should be aware.
He should know something. He doesn't see a third base, he sees a lot of units, he gets those extra 4 bunkers. This is a great choice by Misu. I'm sorry, I got a bit upset about the tall thing. I was remembering horrible experiences. But, yeah, I mean, back to the game. I mean, like, mines will do a lot of damage, or if they connect with Banning.
Oh.
My god.
They did! And this is actually huge, like, Misha might even hold this. The...
He has to watch out though.
Oh! Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, but still, though, this is an all-in. Like, just about, or not all-in, but you have to, like, cripple your opponent.
Yeah, he's going back to drone production already.
Yeah,
Nurture is
it's a high
seeing...
pressure build. Not an all-in, but it's a higher pressure build. So,
Yeah.
so the supply depots will go down. This is a good choice. That has to watch out for them with a mine.
Oh,
Good
nice.
pull off. But the thing is, Misu will hold this. He's not going to take any more damage, and this is it from Nacho. Nacho made a lot of units because of this, and now looking at the workers, you see Misu having more workers than Nacho. Nacho just lost third base, while Misu has had a third command center for a long time. 1-1, more than halfway done, while 1-1 for Nacho hasn't even begun. So Misu in a perfect position. The only thing going for Nacho is that he soon will have a lair, so he can start denying the base with creep. And he has quite a few units outside the base of Misu, so he can contain him for some time.
Yeah, and also we have to consider, like, I mean, Misha did invest a lot into the bunkers, but at the same time he's also tacking up in the background, so he has the 1-1 upgrades. If he just goes for a 2-2 right away, he will have a huge advantage, and in a macro phase game, I mean, as long as he doesn't keep Nurture macroing up, he can just really put up a lot of pressure onto him.
Absolutely. Now, Nurture's getting speed for roaches. This is interesting. He's getting Bane speed as well. I think he might... No, he's getting more drones. Because he stopped drones right now, he could do a huge 3-base, roach baning with speed kind of thing. But, no, he's going to go macro. This is going to be odd though, because, the thing I talked about, with the Infestors not being able to shut down Medivacs in the previous TVC we saw? The same thing comes here, right? So, you don't even have Infestors at this point. There's nothing to stop Medivacs. So, if Misu realizes what Nurture is doing, a good Terran will start dropping like a madman. You'll see drops in the natural, drops in the third, and then a double drop in the main, run-bys everywhere. That's exactly what Misu has to do. Just save, a few Marines back, a bunker or so. My bunker already started for third base. We need to see run-bys constantly from Misu, and, drops everywhere. But he's going for a big push here, and I'm not too sure how well it will do. It will hit just as Centrifugal Hooks is on the way, but it might be able to put on some aggression at least, force a few units, less workers for Nurture. Misu just has to make sure he doesn't lose those Marines. If he starts losing Marines and mines, that is bad news bears for him.
Yeah, here you go. The Zerglings and Roaches, they're trying to trigger most of the mine shots. Doing quite well so far, and he will be forcing Mishu actually back from this, and also losing quite some Marines at the same time, even going for a counter-attack, and actually these couple of Zerglings killing off so many workers to the third base.
Absolutely amazing with a horrible engagement. Nurture's killed 16 workers total this game. Remember, a lot of those were from the aggression early on. But Nurture now with a big counterattack. He has to watch out for the mines. He can see the mines though. You can actually see the icon on them, so they're not that secretive. But the Banes do take a lot of damage. The Banes won't connect to that much. Oh my god. He could have connected to those workers. That would have been terrible. But Nurture
no
still
bunkers anymore.
Oh my god, here comes the Banings.
Yeah, this is the Baning support. He needs to finish off his opponent right here, right there. And Nurture just with too much damage going right into the main base and hitting a really, really strong timing. There was a counter-attack going on from Mishu, but this won't be enough. The production facility is cracking down.
Yeah, and that is going to be a game. So Misu losing that one, Nurture taking it 2-1. I feel it all comes down to Misu not realizing how far ahead he was, and he wanted to, really put the nail in the coffin. So he pushes out on the map, and he loses every single mine. He loses a lot of Marines. That's exactly what I said. He cannot lose this. He has to start dropping, and when you see that many roaches, it's very hard to deal with drops. Just go for quadruple drops, fortify its home, and just keep Nurture at home. That's all you need to do. He can't get a fourth base if you keep doing that crap. And yeah, I'm just watching the engagement right now on the delay, and Misu lost just so much. That's the thing is, Nurture has a power army, right? It's one of those super big, super scary armies which you cannot fight straight up, but it's really immobile when it comes to dealing with things, because if you compare speedlings to roaches, and also because you can't clean up medivacs, the medivac count would get incredibly insane. So Misu just reading the situation completely wrong, overextending, and then getting crushed by a big Nurture push.
Yeah, very well done here by Nurture, and therefore he will be advancing to the finals of the Cybersport League Qualifier number 8, and of course he will be collecting more points to qualify for the offline tournament, something you really want to consider checking out on their Wikipedia page. And of course, yeah, giving a little bit of more information, they can actually win yeah, $2,000, and yeah, that would be 3,000 zloty. So 3,000 zloty for the first place, 2,000 for the second, and 1,000 for the third place. Quite some money on the line, and something you really want to consider checking out. And we probably will be casting this sooner or later, whenever the finals will be. But first of all, we have our next finals: Nurture versus Nurture versus Sinin here in just a couple of minutes. So
yeah, By the way, Gentle, since you're really good with this kind of qualifier how it works. Could you explain for people how the point system works and everything? Because I think, well, from what I gather, it's kind of like WCS, but like because you play the qualifiers, do you get qualified straight for the event, or do you only get points?
Yeah, you only get points. So first place is the most points you get, 100 points. So second 75, 60, 45, 25. So just in that structure. And the more the more tournaments you visit, of course, you have the chance to get a lot of points. And there are actually about 12 qualifiers. So this is something like, as it says already, a league where you qualify for the actual event. So this is actually a really cool system and something that keeps the constant playouts and the constant regular tournaments in the scene, and something we might have to consider for other leagues as well. It is comparable with the EPS also in Germany, the ESL Pro Series, and I don't know if there are more tournaments like that.
Not too sure, to be honest. Not too sure. But looks like we're just waiting for Senin to come in. And we're going to have Nurture versus Senin. And after that, I'm going to go work out, eat some healthy food once again. And,
something I can suggest is whenever you need, like, instead of like meat, for example, you should totally eat beans.
No, dude. Oh god, no.
Yeah, you have to. It's awesome.
No, dude. Oh god. Like the thing is, people think beans are awesome. Like you know how people say there's a lot of protein in beans.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, there's actually not that much protein in beans. Like in soya beans, yes, they have a ton of protein, but a lot of beans don't even have like barely any protein. It's more like they have more protein than the cucumbers, sure, but like if you're gonna eat, you know, some kind like some beans, for instance, if you just like white beans, if you just eat white beans to get like, you know, protein, you have to eat so much of it. No, you have to. Like, to be honest, I'm gonna see if the store is still open. I'm gonna get myself some chicken. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah, chicken is great.
That's like the most healthy kind of way you can eat your protein, to be honest.
Yeah, that's right.
It's virtually no fat whatsoever. Almost pure protein. You get all those vitamins you need. Oh, it's so wonderful. Chicken is awesome.
Yeah, true. So, yeah, I hope you guys are still sticking with us. And we are here about to get our hands onto a great ZVZ series. And it is going to be a best of 3 so as far as I know.
I can check the brackets. It actually should say. 1 second. It is a well, they didn't say.
Oh, you're getting kind of quiet right now.
Oh yeah, I'm leaning back again.
How dare you?
I just have no energy, man. I haven't eaten enough. Like the thing is, I didn't eat the breakfast, so all I've eaten today is like those soya. Is it called soya?
Mm-hmm.
Or soya or whatever.
Soya,
like
yeah.
some soya nuggets or whatever, like a few of them, and then I ate some noodles. That's all I eaten all day, and I don't know why. I'm stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to ask what's best of it is, and I don't know. I don't want to ask it mid game. It feels a bit BM. In the chats.
What do you want to ask? Sorry.
If it's best of 3, best of 5.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask it?
Yeah, just go for it.
Okay. Sorry. It feels really BM. It's so BM.
Dude, you actually did it! Oh my
Yeah,
god.
This
I'm
is the worst thing you can do. I
Oh
know.
my god, and Hexa
It's
and
it's
Rip
super
said it.
unprofessional. Because
What?
the thing is, why it's
my
unprofessional is because everyone sees it, like observers, everyone watching stream sees it, but that's not it. If you have replay, like if you get a replay of this, you'll see this in the replay. That's why it's unprofessional. So if you have like a DreamHack or something, and people get like, oh yes, it's the DreamHack replay pack, and then you see me like in the chat like, hey guys,
LOL.
is this just a 5? So
Yeah,
yeah,
then.
that's why you don't do that. It's super annoying. And one thing as well, never ping. Pinging equals death sentence as casters. If you ever
Oh,
ping
yeah.
during a cast, we're going to find you and your family, and we're going to say bad things to you because I can't say anything worse on a stream. We're gonna tell your family that you're being a meanie.
A meanie, very meanie.
Yes, you're being super mean to other streamers. And they're gonna be like, what is StarCraft? They're gonna be like, you know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but it's
you're not watching
players.
Game of Thrones, do you?
I know the reference. I know the reference.
Okay.
I've seen enough references to know it.
But a friend of mine, just to finish that thought, just brought that stupid sentence. You know nothing, Jon No.
Oh god, no.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, Snow.
Oh god. For God
Yes.
drink sake.
So,
Alright.
do you want me to introduce the first one?
Yeah, sure.
Give me cam and I'll be the one doing the introduction, the cameras, and you can introduce them.
Alright, let's do this. Which camera are you? Okay.
Joined your channel.
So, yeah, whoever joined us, who is casting right now.
Hello.
And spawning to the bottom left side, we have Acer's Nurcho.
Big City. And his opponents?
And his opponent spawning to the top right side, playing for Skill Forge. It is Senin! Give it up for Senin. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you have.
I'm waiting for my first offline event, man.
Oh yeah, it's dude. You have to come to DreamHack Winter. It's like there's nothing else you can do, man. You have to come. Like I'm gonna drag you from Germany, man. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna like, tie a rope around you and I'm just gonna drag you to Sweden.
Oh yeah.
Probably gonna take
Okay.
a few months, but yeah.
Yeah, especially with my weight. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we see standard play from both the players getting a gas each, both mining 100. Right now we see Nurture having the much earlier one though, so he has a 50 extra gas. And I mean, these are the small details to be honest, but remember, in these kind of games, I know a lot of, like, according to a lot of statistics, actually most of the people watching StarCraft are like really low league, so a lot of people might actually think, you know, what am I talking about, 50 gas, more or less, who cares? But actually, like, in these kind of positions, 50 gas is the difference between 2 banelings and no banelings. So if you go, you know, 4 banes versus 6 banelings, a good player will be able to trade 4 for 4 and then have 2 banelings versus like 20 links and just win the game. So there is a difference between having that earlier gas. I mean, I think Nurture now, having 100 gas, he might get a super quick lair, he might go for some baneling aggression. He's not going for any aggression though, so we'll see. Senin though, he's going for some aggression.
Yeah, he keeps up getting a lot of gas, so most likely will produce a lot of banelings. And at the same time going for the Spinecrawler though, this was kind of surprising to me at least. Maybe faking out that he's just going defensively, but at the same time just producing massive amount of Zerglings.
Yeah, and I mean the Spinecrawler is still fine, because sometimes people attack you before, oh, but Nurture sees it just
Oh,
in time, because now he gets a few extra seconds to wall off. He needs to wall off completely though, I guess. He should at least, but he's not going to. He believes.
he has a
in one
banelings.
Yeah, exactly. He has
Believe
one
in the
baneling.
baneling.
This baneling is important because if this bane dies, Nurture dies.
Oh,
And,
he actually cancelled his additional
sign.
banelings. Wow.
Oh, a great player. Look at that. Nurture sees Senin going back. No more links on the way being rallied. He keeps track on his minimap, and he knows, okay, this was just some fake pressure. Cancels his banelings, gets back that precious gas and some minerals, and he leaves one baneling at home. These are like signs of a really good player. Actually, no, never mind. Nurture's gonna bring it. Never mind. At least a lot of them signs were good. You know,
Oh, too bad.
yeah, close enough.
Alright, so here goes the attack, and well, I mean, Nurture, I don't know if he can really attack too much into this, but seeing, okay, there's a drone, maybe going for a drone wouldn't be too bad. But Nurture, of course, playing a little safe, doesn't want to lose a lot of Zerglings to these Banings.
Now here's a question. Senin gets +1 in the roach attack. Senin gets Spire. Does Senin go for base race?
Oh, that would be, yeah, fun to watch actually.
The follow-up question is going to be more interesting. If Senin base raced to win against Tefl, did Nurture watch any stream to see the base race from Senin to know the build? Because they were playing at the same time though, so he might have missed it, but he can have it as well.
I don't think so, to be honest.
He might have, though. There is a possibility that he has been watching a bit of the games at least, so...
Because, I mean, against some players you go for a certain style, so it doesn't mean that you go for the same kind of style against players like Nurture.
Senin cancel the base, Senin goes
nice.
Senin does not cancel, and Nurture gets the snipe. Right now, Nurture very aggressive, a lot of roaches right now. Those things are keeping the roaches busy. Senin trying to hold on, this is very tight. He has 4 mutas on the way, but those are not really in time. Really now, Senin should go back to that Spine Crawler. The third base on Nurture does get attacked by a few links. Some links are cleaning up some drones here. But Nurture doing a very good job here. Gets 3 bases up against 2 bases only. He needs the spores right now. Spores this second, because if this base doesn't get spore cores down, the mutas will kill it right away. So the mutas might go right for the spore crawler, but if the spore crawler gets up just in time, he's going to save the base. So this is how keen the timing is. If those spore crawlers gets killed for some reason, that is going to be it for this base. But Nurture gets them down. Those mutas are going to be worthless for that base, and they're just going to kill overlords all over the map.
Yeah, right, and I mean Nurture already going for a little bit of counter with these roaches. He might even, Senin needs to retreat to fight these roaches, and he hasn't roaches on his own, therefore very nice trades here from Nurture with the burrow upgrade as well. Doing a super good job.
They get so much health regen from the burrow, wow. I mean, Nurture doing great over the micro here. Does lose one of the roaches, but he's trading very well. And right now, Mute's coming back here, are starting to focus down those overlords on the map. Very good here for Senin, but Nurture is burrowing roaches all over the map here, so he's ready for counterattacks constantly. Very nice. And behind this, Nurture right away for the hardest. Then he's going to skip Infestors. And this is something interesting, because a lot of people tell me, like from GM players, a lot of Mindsanity players have told me as well, always get Infestation Pit against against Mutas. But Nurture does see no upgrades for the mutas, only a handful of mutas. This is not going to be that kind of 20 muta style or like 40 mutas. So he's just going to go right into Hydras, and he's going to try to crush Senin right away. And Nurture just might be able to do so.
Nurture's doing a really good job. Now forcing Senin to go for the Overseers, and yeah, just now starting with the Overseers a little bit late, to be honest, and therefore a lot of mining time being lost here at the third base.
Yeah, and I mean, he's killed 7 workers as well with these kind of run-bys, so very well done here. And the thing is as well, like, he keeps Senin back, and if Senin is kept back, he's not, trying to find openings for those mutas. He's not trying to find any kind of snipes, and that's exactly what Senin wants. He wants to find some openings, some snipes, and now Senin knows there is burrow on the map. Maybe Nurture could do some very scary plays here. And he might, have to get, some more defense back at home.
Right, so Nurture might just go for a timing. We have 150 supply, 160 about to finish, and I mean with this army he can just crush his opponent. Senin might have to think about a counter attack. He's at least trying here with his Mutalisk, but there are so many Spore Crawlers already in position, and no real chance here for Senin to go for this kind of base trade he was doing against Tefl.
And the thing here is, like, Nurture knows what kind of composition this is. He knows Muta into Roach, and usually Muta into Roach is very strong because he kind of shuts down just pure Roach play, but so many Hydras right now for Nurture. He's going to just win in the game, to be honest. He should just win this straight away. The upgrades right now, equal, but you have all his Hydras, and look at that, Senin GGing out Nurture with a very strong play already, and showing that when Tefl was kind of shut down, Nurture was not. And it all comes down to Nurture saving his third base, because on 3 bases, a Roach Hydra player will be so strong. On 2 bases, the Muta player will have a huge advantage. So it all comes down to securing that third base, and then when he does, you know, he's going to be so happy about that.
Very true. So, yeah, I liked it a lot. Nurture just being very solid, also in his CBZ, and it's really hard to break him. Like I feel like Taffel did very well against Nurture, and like the last qualifier as well. But Sinin, he still needs to find that one initial chance, or that preparation to his own style against Nurture, who is so unpredictable because he has so many. He has a Oh, you can join, by the way. He has a huge repertoire to choose from. His strategies, like he always knows what kind of style he might go on which map, and can mix it up every time he wants to.
And right now, as I'm yawning. Wow.
Wow,
really
man,
good.
so BM.
I know. I'm sorry. I was finishing a yawn though, so it's I don't know. But Sunny versus Nacho lost, maybe last game rather. It's 1-0 right now for Nacho. It's a best of 3, and we're going to have Deadwing, a very kind of interesting map here for a ZVZ because if you think about it, the third base is very hard to hold on to. It's very hard to kind of wall off, and you might say the same thing about Overgrowth, but the thing is, now you can kill off the rocks, so you can start harassing, and the second base is very hard to pull off as well, so, I don't know, we might see a lot of run-by play here on this map.
Yeah, very true. So, let's go and jump into this game as we have Skillforge Sinin here spawning to the bottom right.
And his opponent on top right-hand side, playing for Aza as the red star player is going to be Nacho.
Alrighty then. Oh, sorry. I failed with my hotkeys again. Sorry.
And Nacho was also wondering about the best of 5, best of 3 thing. So I think there's one about that, but yeah, we have a ZZ once again on our hands. And no one is actually trying for anything weird. No like 15, 14 so far. No 10-10s or, you know, 9 pulls or 8 pulls, 7 pulls, whatever you have it. So let's see. They're going to scout each other first. They do scout vertical, but what did they go for? I think, you know, Nacho. If it was Tefl, you'd just see the 15 pull right away. But it looks like both players want to go for the pool. So pool first for both the players, very safe. What do you feel, Maruf? I mean, pool first like this on a big map like this. Would you just go for the hatch first or pool first here?
I'd probably go for the hatch first, because yeah, the maps are just really huge, and until you scout each other's overlords, yeah, it might take some time, but I think, like, upon seeing both overlords pretty near to each other, pool first is probably the better choice.
I feel the thing is, when you time the overlords like this, you have time for 14-14, and I think that, you know, with a pool first, it can kind of stop a 14-14 easier. I might be wrong on that one, but though I'm not 100% sure about the hatch hold versus pool hold against 14-14 or 15-14 if you want to be more economic, but I don't know, because they scout each other very easily, so they know exactly where they are, so there is always possibility for cheese. But Senin will get his hatchery down, same thing for Nurture. Senin with the later gas, Nurture for the early one, so Nurture will have the speed advantage, but it's not a big advantage in this case. You know, once again, it's going to be that, you know, 30 gas, so not a big deal.
Yeah, both pretty much with the same opening, and well, I don't think Nurture will really be too aggressive with that additional gas he's getting. He's probably just playing a little bit safe, maybe forcing his opponent to get a couple of more units and their defensive structures, and yeah, just keep to his macro game where he feels the most comfortable with, because he knows, okay, he is ahead in the series. He can just play it safe, and really reacts pretty much to what his opponent throws at him.
To be honest, something I love if you are up one game in a series is just like I think every player should have like if you want to be a highly competitive player, right? I think you should have at least one all-in per or like you know super high pressure build or something that cripples your opponent per matchup. They can throw out when you lead and have like a game to lose like this in a best of 3, for instance. Because Nurture right now versus Senin. If Nurture had like a super sick all-in, let's say like a 15-14 like Golden did or something, they could have done. That would be so cool to see. Like, you know, throwing out a weird kind of build that you usually don't see on ladder, the opponent might not be ready for. Because if you lose the game, you still can just play safe next one. But if you win the game, you get a really quick series, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can imagine like these players did play in this tournament for quite a while, and I mean you always have these kind of small adjustments where you kind of say, okay, I want to do very aggressive style in one game, but in the other one you just really fake out like the exact same thing you were theoretically doing, but just yeah, just slightly change it up, just with a couple of more banings than normal, or just really yeah, faking out your opponent completely. All these kind of little adjustments are really affecting the game in their mid stage, pretty much, where we are seeing right now. Sinan is going for a pretty quick layer, while Nurture feels comfortable just going up to the third base and only having a couple of Zerglings in the front.
Yeah, I'm wondering right now why he got such a quick burrow. Because I get the burrow struggling under the third, sure, but you're usually going to get your lab before third base anyhow, so I don't feel that it's worth putting your last so far. But actually, maybe, because now Nurture gets third, he makes sure that Senin cannot get his third in due time. Now, Senin fakes the Roach Warren. Well, not fakes, but yeah, no, never mind. He fakes it. This is a fake Roach Warren because, sure, it's a Roach Warren. He can make roaches, but he's not going to make a single freaking roach because he has melee upgrades on the way, Spire on the way, and this is going to be upgraded Zergling with Spire. So this is an interesting kind of play where you don't use the mutas to win the game. You get the mutas to get control of the map just like you do when you go muta into Swarmers or muta into Roach, whatever thing you want to do with mutas. But you don't try to go pure muta, like Muta Wars or something. Instead, this is a play to make sure that you can just get your mutas out, then you get like highly upgraded links, you can move right into a quick hive maybe, some ultralisks maybe, and yeah, it is a very strong kind of play. Now, Senin can't get his third down because of that link, so that link did actually pay for himself a bit, but I'm still kind of thinking about the burrow here, because I didn't feel it was worth it in this case at least.
Yeah, he could have at least tried to kill the drone as well, but well, it's I mean I like these kind of plays with the burrow, and he can still use it for his roaches as well. But oh my god, look at the Zergling count, and also the upgrades lining up perfectly with this timing here.
Yeah, but although, well, actually those banings would be very bad against the Zerglings because
nice.
And oh my god, yeah, like 1-1 Link's actually really good against roaches. Not
the banings though. Oh,
yeah,
getting out in time.
Link, though. Remember that. So like per attack, he needs 2 banings. Otherwise, there will be 1 health left on the Zergling. So Zerglings won't die to 1, and if those banings connect, let's see, 7 banings. Yeah, he will kill 3 packs of Lings with it. So let's see how much he sends in. Mute's on the way though.
Oh, the mutas will try to focus down the banings. That's actually a really smart choice. So the Zerglings can go for this round.
Yeah, it looks like we might see a 3 base versus 3 base. There's a lot of roaches, but mutas are out. They are bruising the roaches pretty well, and there are many Lings here. Now that's a lot of roaches as well, but if the roach attack into the spine crawlers with the Lings and mutas, this might just prove to be a very bad move from Nurture. So Nurture is going to take a lot of damage from these mutas. He can't really kill the third base from what I understand. He doesn't have enough roaches. He's going to go into the main base, try to, you know, do
didn't block it at all. He could have blocked it.
Yeah, he does burrow. Very nice. This is when the burrow gets very important. But at the same time, though, we do see Senin running by. He's going to kill the queen here. He's going to do a lot of damage with these 1/1 lings. And +1 on the way from Muse as well. So, very nice here by Senin. And Nacho loses a lot of his roaches as well. So, Nacho taking a big supply dump right now. And Senin, very beautiful play.
Yeah, yes indeed, he's also denying the mining from the third base completely. And will be cleared off by Nurture, but at the same time Senin putting himself in a very comfortable position with the additional mining from the third base, and therefore just really, if he wants to, pumping out mutas and links for quite some time.
You know a fun thing? He did a lot of damage to the Spore Crawler in the third base, and he has right now 70 mutas. So those 70 mutas with +1 actually can basically 1 or 2 hits that Spore Crawler. So you'll see right now getting a new Spore Crawler, but still 70 mutas. He will lose maybe 3 or 4 mutas doing it, but he can kill those 2 Spore Crawlers and actually start, you know, just wreaking havoc in that mineral line.
He could, yeah. But there's another Spore Crawler in the background, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It won't reach, but the thing is, I think he's a bit afraid of, you know, there being infestors or hydras or something. That he doesn't want to sacrifice anything yet. He wants to keep control more than anything. So he doesn't want to go for any big trades. I talked a lot to Wint about this, and he said, you know, that there are several times where you can snipe the Spore Crawler and maybe get really good trades, but if you overextend, it's very dangerous. And now we see Senin go into those swarm hosts with the Locust on upgrade on the way as well. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is something close to what Winter likes to do. It's a Sue build, but it's not.
Oh, the upgrade! He could have killed it. Yeah.
Kill upgrade. This is very important. But he goes back because we see a run by attempt by Nacho, so that's why we see him running back.
Oh, I like the roaches actually running back. Well, a couple of them.
Because of Nacho realizing that his upgrades were in danger, so he like makes new spore cores while he's faking an attack and just splits away the roaches. I think he lost maybe like 2 roaches in total or something.
Yeah, that was really good.
But here's what Sen is going to do. If he does exactly what Sue does. So he had a bit of his own kind of variation of the opening with the 1/1 lings and etc. So they can harass a bit. But Swarmist on the way. He does not go for the roaches. Okay. Because you can get Swarmist into Roach. And he... Yeah, it looks like he wants to go into...
The upgrades. Okay, it will finish in the end.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah.
I don't know. Does he go into Ultras?
I don't know. Actually, he has a Spire. He could go for a Greater Spire, actually.
Yeah, that would be a cool transition. The thing is, a Greater Spire in these locations is pretty good, actually. Because you can place your Broodlords in a very cool position close to the main. You can... It's very close to each other as well, because you're spawning vertically. That's a pretty good build. If it was diagonal, I would hate Broodlords. Because they are so slow you can get trapped. But it's very true, and now Senin on 4 base versus only 3. Now he sees the Locust coming in here, and they will start trading. This is something Nurture does not want, and now Nurture enters...
Oh, the Infestor goes down as well.
Yeah. This is what we call, as a solo player, like the panic moment, when you realize, I ain't going to lose units constantly to 3 units, and there's nothing I can do about it. So now Nurture has to find a plan B. He's trapped inside his base, he hasn't killed the rocks. If he doesn't trade units for units, he's going to start losing the hatchery, so he needs to push out. This is the only thing he can do, push out and go for it. Now, if Sunny loses these swarmers, it could change the game.
Yeah, he needs to retreat here, and I mean, yeah, as Nurture needs a lot of roaches, and also with his infestors, he needs to trade the energy against his locust, it seems. So this is something Senin, of course, wants to make his mutas even more viable. Fungals did not hit there, so Nurture needs to be so careful.
That's a good fungal.
Oh.
That's a great fungal, but although those lings are running into the third base, and still Nurture, although killing a lot of the mutas, he's going to take a lot of damage from the locust. Those roaches running into
Nice
the base.
run by.
Yeah, very nice here from Senin, and Senin just forcing so much damage onto Nurture. Nurture not having...
Oh.
He doesn't have an OC with him.
All the infestors did go down. Wow. GG.
So we have a 1-1 on our hands here.
Great game again, and this time Senin with a very special tactics, I would definitely say. and hitting a great timing, and he had, in fact, the Great Aspire on the way, so this would have been in even, yeah, of course, a game-ending tax transition, where Nurture should have had a lot of Hydras to really compete against.
Huh?
Sorry?
Did you say something? Sorry, I
Yeah?
was reading your chats.
Yeah, like he had a Great Aspire.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So this would have been like, yeah, that would
The
have
thing
been
is,
like the game changer.
yeah, because something I really enjoy is the kind of play where you go Muta into Swarmers into Roach.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess we're just getting ready for the next game. What is it that Dom keeps linking us? Tropico 3 for free.
Yeah,
What is that? I don't even know. God, no. I was like, I don't
no.
even play anything else in StarCraft right now. There's nothing else for me.
I mean, I started playing Civilization because I not only I mean I like it a lot, and I didn't play it too much. So
Are we getting in, by the way? Because I see everyone but us and Anya being in it.
yeah, I'm just gonna join after
There we go.
Dr. Shivago, Zed.
Okay, Zed. Yeah, I probably have. No, I don't have Anya. Huh.
What?
Okay, it seems like Nacho's asking for the best of 5. I think it's best of 3, right?
They said best of 3.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to take a brain break after this. But yeah, it looks like they're ready. So they're going in for the ace game here. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have either an Acer player or an Skillforge player winning this qualifier. Now, I don't
Will
know.
the Acer player go for the ace?
Heh, gentle, no. Never, ever again. I think I might just quit now. I think I might just quit. I don't know.
Or will S-Forge forge the GG from Nurture?
Yeah, perhaps we'll see. Because right now, in the top right-hand corner, as I try to ignore Gentle's annoying little jokes, is going to be playing for Team Acer, focusing on the ace, according to Gentle. It is Nurture.
And spawning to the left side of merry-go-round, we have Skillforge Sinin.
So, right now, ZVZ, Senin versus Nurture, and it's getting pretty close right now. I don't know,
Yeah.
like, the thing is, Senin has very interesting builds. Both his times when he went for Vipers, a very cool transition, in the first game between him and Teffel. The second game between him and Teffel as well, when you saw the base race, very, very cool as well. But, I don't know for sure though, because Nurture in a straight up macro game looks very scary. He knows exactly how to deal with muta styles, and Senin likes his mutas, that's for sure. So I feel that Nurture might now just try to blindly hard counter muta style, and that is going to be very scary for Senin.
Yeah, right. I mean, on this map, okay, both players know about their position and instantly go for their pool. So again, this kind of decision that makes a lot of sense. And even though merry-go-round seems like kind of big of a map, you always want to make sure you're not, you're not vulnerable to early attacks and potential 10 pulls, which I don't see that often anymore.
No, I mean the thing is, 10 pull is a dead kind of build, almost, not completely dead, but 10 pull Baneling, for instance, is what Joseph calls the build with the highest failure rating ever, like the worst CVZ build ever made. Because the fact is, what happens is you try to out micro your opponent's lings and drones with pure Baneling. Almost, you have a few lings, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a bad build overall, oftentimes. So a lot of people go for 10 pull speeding, or just 10 pull without speed and try to cancel a hatch. If you go for 10 pull without speed, if you don't kill a hatch, you'll kind of just lose. And if you go for 10 pull speed, and the opponent holds basically, you don't have an eco. So it's kind of a weird style, go for 10 pulls nowadays. It's one of those, like, you can do it, but you're really far behind or lose the game if you don't make it work perfectly. And it's often about your opponent reacting properly than you actually playing really well, if you know what I mean. So it's like you banking on your opponent playing bad, almost.
Yeah, right. So we'll see how this is gonna turn out to be, as we have yeah, Sinin going for pretty much the same kind of build, and yeah, don't think like we will see too much of diversity. I'm not sure playing it safe though, going for the Baniness, as he didn't see any Baniness from Sinin at the same time. And it's always important to see the count of drones in the natural base. So you always want to have a look at this and get the scouting information initially.
Yeah, and I mean, Senin does get the spine crawler once again for the defense, and look at the positioning here. This is something we've kind of forgotten in ZVZ that a lot of people stopped doing. This positioning is like the perfect almost positioning you can have with the queen, the spine crawler, and the baning nest, because it's so hard to surround the queen, etc. So it's a very good placement, something a lot of people should be doing, that a lot of people aren't doing actually. But you know what? Senin has 100 gas, he's getting a lot of links as well. So he should be putting on some pressure here. Actually, he scouts Nurture's move out, so never mind. He's the one who's going to answer for the pressure, while Nurture is going to be the one putting it on. And I think with all the banings, Senin should be fine.
Yeah, he should be fine, and the Banings might connect onto 4 Banings. 3 Banings still go down, and very nicely done here by Sinin, getting the right connections he needs, and also with the Banings being able here to reflect any more damage being done. Nurture probably won't be extending to this attack anymore.
Well, no, he is not. I keep looking at the wrong colors. No, they did not change colors. I keep watching them, and I think that Nurture is the green player. I don't know why.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I keep watching, like, yeah, Nurture makes more links, and I'm like, oh no, wait, that's Senin. That makes sense. Senin's getting a spine crawler, another spine crawler, more links. Now he's droning up and getting his gases, so I guess the second spine crawler is okay still. It's a slight, deficit for him, but it's good against the roaches later on anyhow, because he's going to go up for a spire play once again. And Nurture's, standard response will be to try to get a big roach push across the map and try to kill or hit his opponent, or kill a third base at least. Now, those spine crawlers will help, so it's still kind of fine. The question is what Senin's plan is in this case, because he will try to kill a third base as he's getting his own.
Yeah, right. I mean, it makes a lot of sense to go for the third base at that position, and Nurture, interesting enough. Well, I guess it's okay to go for that position, but you really need to, to put your units a bit more up front to get the defenses up and not get hurt by a lot of run bys.
Yeah, right now we see a ton of links coming out here from Senin. He's looking for that third base snipe as talked about before. Nurture though with +1 on the way. Fake Roach Warren, I guess. So interesting build here from Nurture. Let's see how well he can defend with it though, because he has a lot of links right now. Everything is scouted by Nurture. Some Banes as well coming down from Senin. And the question is how much damage he can do with this. He needs to kill the third base or a lot of workers.
So he needs to be very careful. He cannot just go right into the natural base, but at the same time he wants to go for the attack at the third base, and at least sniping the queen. That's just not too bad. And with the positioning from that queen, he's able to defend this. And oh, that was very, very close.
Ooh, that one bailing.
Oh, the Zergling will kill the queen in the end, though.
No Zergling.
At the same time, we did see the attack from Nurture at the third base, but will be reflected with the Banis being able to connect at the right position. Both going for these kind of little trades, but at the same time we do see a transition from both players We do see roaches from Nurture, while we have the Spire again from Senin, and he will probably reflect any timing that might come up from Nurture right now.
Yeah, the thing is, I mean, Senin right now, he will be very aggressive. He's going to try to kill off as many spore crawlers as possible. Doesn't get the one though.
Yeah.
That's an important spore crawler, because if he could get a kill, and no one would be rebuilt in time, you actually lose a lot of map presence, because this one spore crawler buys you a lot of map presence. It lets your queen spread creep. You can have overlords out here as well, and creep tumors won't be sniped. It's very, very big actually. So right now though, Senin goes for Mutalisks, and he gets a Spire with Carapace, because he sees a lot of links for his opponent still, and he thinks maybe there'll be a Muta versus Muta war coming out after those few initial roaches, but that's not going to be the case. Nacho is going right into Roach, Hydra, Infestor, super anti-Muta style, and Senin might get ready for those roaches. And the thing is, if Nacho focuses too much on Hydras and Infestors, he might just go down to a pack of roaches.
Yeah, Mutas cannot really engage into this. Nurture was well aware of this potential Muta attack. So the only thing Senin has for himself, he has a map control, therefore just instantly going for the 4th base. And, well, he's catching maybe a couple of units on their way to get some more... Yeah, that's not too bad. And of course the roaches will go for a counterattack, something we do see very, very often, but still keeping up some units to the 3rd base. Well aware of the counter attacks from Senin, and also the base trade he really loves to go for. And these banings, they might be hurting a lot here to all these drones and Zerglings. They get good connections.
Yeah, they're pretty decent connections. Oh, no, actually, no, not that good, to be honest. No, actually, in terms of killed 6 markers, so not that great. And the Muta's now coming up to clean it up. Those Banes are basically for all those links. If those links connect with the Banelings, that's bad news for Senin. But right now, Nacho can't get too aggressive. He doesn't have speed for his Hydras, and he's going to take some damage if he moves out. So he's losing a few Hydras here, very big blow for him. He needs those Infestors, though, to really catch the Mutas off guard.
Overlord's actually very extended, therefore getting a huge supply block. And Nurture cannot build any further, as Senin is just, okay, is actually supply blocked himself, so this is even enough in the end.
6 Overlords on the way for both the players. What game are we watching?
Bronze players. Oh my god.
And here I thought I was going to play, cast some good players. No, but to be fair though, it does happen. So right now, both really just getting all those overlords out. And now I see +1 on the way for Senin, +1 for his roaches about to finish up as well. So those mutants are going to be so happy, and the roaches are insane. Nice snipe on the gas, indeed.
Also killing off the drones with their bouncing attack.
Oh yeah. Now there are
Sick City.
Sick City. But there are no Infestors, which is a pretty big deal, to be honest.
And no Swarmhouse either, so they're really just keeping on that. Oh my god, Senin is actually going for a Roach Baning bust, it seems.
Okay. So, I guess this could work, because he's getting Baning speed. So he's going to have Baning speed, he's going to have a lot of units, and it's all about connecting with the Hydras. If the Hydras die, oh my god,
oh, the clash in the middle of the map
is moving out. How many Hydras do you have? 15 versus 12 Mutas? It's not looking good. It's not looking good whatsoever for Nacho. I don't know, it's all about the Banelings now though. If there was one Infestor just fungeling all those Banelings, that could be the game, but there's not a single Infestor right now.
Here goes the Strat! Oh, the Banelings, they will connect on the Hydras. It seems like it will just be happening. As we are seeing right now, Nurture is running away. The Banelings are connecting in just a second. Here we go, good connection going down, but in the end, actually Nurture will be just fine for the moment at least. He's trying to go Infestors, but I mean, yeah, the Hydras are diminished, and Senin getting in a really good spot here to fight to the 3rd base.
Yeah, and right now though, Nurture does have more units, but those mutas being very annoying, really helping out Senin here. Now Sen has a big supply lead. Those roaches really helping out.
Oh no, Sinin doing a huge misstep, losing so many roaches. This was not what he wanted to.
He has a huge bank. I did not have any resources that would have been pretty bad, but he survives. He's okay. He's gonna recover. Now we see 3 infestors on the way. So I mean, Nurture has a good kind of tech, but as we saw, as we saw in the Tefl game, Senin can just, keep trading. The problem for Senin though is he's kind of, stuck in the same position that Nurture was, Tefl was, where he's just spamming Roach Bane against a Roach Hydra Infestor player. Now that base to the top side, if that gets found, it's going to die so quickly, but it's not going to be, it seems.
Alright, so... Oh, these mutas need to be careful. Very important now to Zenith's unit composition. But is it really enough? I don't know if he can actually really fight at this position right now, as the Hydras don't have the Hydra speed at the same time. But oh, the mutas getting fungled at the same time. But the engagement will be happening in the middle of the map as he sees maybe his opportunity with only a couple of infestors being left, and this is a huge fight which will be going in favor of Sin in 199 to 140 supply.
Absolutely, and the thing is, he tried to fungal the mutas, but he needed to fungal the main army. Now the last mutas will die to some spores, but Sen is picking everything up, and that's going to be GG, and we have our champion, Gentle.
GG, Sinin takes this victory in a very, very nice fashion, and something we didn't expect here, to be honest, when he went into the semifinals versus Tefl, but showing some really, really clutch game.
Yeah, so it looks like we have our champion, and Nacho doesn't seem too sad about it. It looks like also Sigma here, caster for Skillforge, is very happy about one of the Skillforge members getting into the finals and winning against Nacho. So Senin, as I said, just look at Senin, he's gotten so much better.
Right.
But, yeah.
I mean, yeah, this for us, the casters, I mean, this is really, really cool to see. Players that are not that very well known getting victories against names that are notable, and you really, you say like, okay, he's probably the favorite. I mean, he beat names like, I don't know, like Jaedong, or like huge names in the Korean scene as well. And you think like, okay, he's gonna win this, and yeah, well, I'm just gonna watch and see, okay, what kind of strategies I can get from it. But seeing Senin just really putting all his strength into these kind of strategies and to overwhelm his opponent is actually something very exciting to see. And also, as you mentioned before, the development of these players going up to this stage after practicing year after year after year.
Yeah, I mean, they practice so hard. I mean, I just check in Winter, for instance. I mean, I have him on friends on my real ID, so I can check how often he practices, and I think he will, when this season ends. I'm not sure when it does, because they haven't got out with a date yet, but I think he will be over 2,000 games before the season is over, at least. I think he's played about 1.2k or so games now, or maybe 1.4 something. So, I mean, they practice so hard at the moment, and everyone is so serious about it, so it's really fun to see. But I'm hoping that one day I'll get up to Grandmaster myself, it would be cool.
Yeah, this is, I think, something everyone wants to achieve one time, one in a lifetime at least. And what about closing this series with a great song from Tempo?
Alright, so guys and gals and gentlemen and women and everything in between, thank you for watching both the Cubs. Thanks for having me, Gentle. And I will be taking off, I think, and I'll probably get something to eat because I'm dying at the moment. So see everyone. If you like what you see, you can follow us here on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitter at WiggyCasting. Yeah, you just type !casters for more information. Also, of course, follow Gentle. He's really awesome. Worked some for Take TV as well. So really, you know, super cool guy. Check him out. It's a Gentle Giant with a 4 instead of an A. And yeah, if you like what you see, please do follow us. Of course, shout out to Anya and the ESL Poland crew for making these kind of events. I think that's it. Of course, shout out to ESC. If you like Counter-Strike, ESC is facing Titan right now, I believe. So check it out. And yeah, that's it for me, I think. So thank you, everyone, and see you next time.
Yeah, thanks, Veg. See you guys. Have a good one.
When I'm Grandmaster, I will play faster. They'll call me Bonjour, just like my name was Flash. When I'm Grandmaster, I will play faster. They'll call me Bonjour, just like my name was Flash. But now I'm just Plat, and now I'm just Plat, and now I'm just Plat. Oh, laced into bronze, it was so wrong. No games I won, so I made songs, but I stayed calm, and before long, I will be strong, just like J-Dong. Now I'm in platinum, and I go at them, hoping for that one promotion. Learn from these streams, watch Cam TV, not that MC. I wish I was Korean, so we're laddering just to compete, and it's Saturday when we GG, so we patiently play and tune in today. We'll make it some way, but for now we say, when I'm Grandmaster, I will play faster. They'll call me Bonjour, just like my name was Flash. But now I'm just Plat, and now I'm just Plat, and now I'm just Plat. Oh, so many doors right at my door, full SCVs, it's a repair galore. I heard them say, toss is the way, toss is the answer, that's what they say. Look at these cheaters, Combat and Deezer. I'd rather 6-pull like Action Jesus. They should promote us, black, bronze, and gold suck. I know we'll be pro just if someone would coach us. We're laddering just to compete, and it's Saturday when we GG, so we patiently play and tune in today. We'll make it some way, but for now we say, when I'm Grandmaster, I will play faster. They'll call me Bonjour, just like my name was Flash. But now I'm just Plat, and now I'm just Plat, and now I'm just Plat. Oh, 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 oh. Give me free wins, just retire. Take your cheesing back to Ire. Build more bases, take the map, bro. Use control groups, learn to macro. In your natural, lings are dancing. As you lose your whole expansion, don't throw tantrums, just get practice. And remember, special tactics. Staying forever numb. It's okay if you play like a scrub. Let's rejoice in this beautiful game, cause regardless at the end of the day, we all say, when I'm Grandmaster, I will play faster. They'll call me Bonjour, just like my name was Flash. But now I'm just Plat, and now I'm just Plat, and now I'm just Plat. Oh, when I'm Grandmaster, and I play faster, and I defeat you, don't you go getting all mad, or blame it on lag. Just wave your flag, just wave your flag. GG. When I'm Grandmaster, when I'm Grandmaster, and I defeat you, don't you go getting all mad, don't you go getting all mad. Don't even blame it on lag, lag, lag. Don't you go blame